on into the room. Be coachable, teachable, trainable. Post your city and state where you're catching this live from on today. I am Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton, your cash flow queen and founder of the number one legal tax hack to hire your kids in your own home-based business. So should you choose to do so. And today we are actually rounding out this week with clarity creates confidence. Okay. So I need for you guys to understand the truth about this thing called confidence, right? So that you can literally show up for real. Clarity creates confidence. Like I told you on yesterday, it's a muscle, it's a skill. You have to use it. And the only way you can use it is if you do it. You've got the message, you've built the momentum. Now it's time to actually stop shrinking and start showing up with consistency, with confidence, with commitment, with clarity, so that you can get to the people the value that you have available to serve them with. Okay. You guys may think one thing, but it is my goal to get you guys to literally understand something else. Okay. So if you've been waiting for the perfect plan or the right momentum or the right feeling to go all in on your brand, you've been wasting time. This is your moment. Okay. This week we have tackled the lies that keep entrepreneurs like you, brand new brand business beginners, who are sneaking behind the scene, who are shrinking, right? We have been telling you to stop hiding and show up for real. In this session, I'm going to show you how to turn all of the clarity that you have down in here in your heart, all of the clarity that you've gained over the course of this week through visibility, by creating a show up plan that keeps your brand consistent, confident, and seen. Okay. The clarity that you have been able to develop. And if you haven't yet developed it yet, you need to go back to Tuesday and get started. You need to join us later today to grab your follow up and your follow through sequence so that you can know what to do here on this Friday. Clarity gives your brand power because people understand what you do. Right now, they don't know you. They don't understand what it is that you do, especially if you didn't join us in the first quarter and you didn't follow the 90-day plan to actually build the foundation of your brand, to understand how to use your domains, how to repurpose all of that. If you didn't go through and do any of that foundational work that is needed, this is going to be a busy Friday for you, okay? Your confidence that you're waiting for, that you're seeking, is going to follow the clarity that you have because you finally understand what it is that you do. And you can put it out here for the audience to understand it is what it is that you do. You don't need another strategy. You need to show up with what you already have, with what you already know. And that's where we started out. The first week of this is literally, you guys need to understand and you need to know that you can do this when you start where you are. When you build trust, then you can move forward and you can let them know who you are, because you know who you are. You know what it is that you do. You don't need another strategy. You need to show up with the strategy that you already have. You need to actually put it in place. Don't just write it down and let it sit there. It's not going to work without you. That clear message that you went through your brand inventory and figured out, that clear message that you are currently not repeating, you need to repeat it consistently so that it can build momentum, so that it can get your increase, so that it can help you with your impact. It's time to commit to being seen steadily and strategically. Okay. So what I need for you guys to understand is, when you are clear about your message, your people, and your purpose, you don't need any hype. You don't need pressure. You can just show up, be who you are. You can just show up because you know who you are. You know why you're there. You know what you're there to do, what you're there to give, what you're there to deliver. Okay. And that's what has made this easy for me to do, because I took the time to build the foundation of what it is that I know you guys need. How do I know? Ask me how. because you ask me, right? And because you ask me, I know what it is to answer you, and I know what it is to deliver the solution. All right. So here in point number one, clarity isn't just for marketing. Okay. The clarity is not just for marketing for your audience, it's for you. My clarity on what it is that I do, why I do it, when I do it, where I do it, how I do it is not just for marketing's sake, it's for me. When I'm clear, then I don't have to second guess every caption that I put up. When I'm clear, I don't have to wonder about is my audience going to understand my message? When I'm clear, I don't have to compare myself. I don't have to copy anyone else. I don't have to chase anybody. When I'm clear and I know what it is that I'm here to deliver, I just have to deliver it. And those that need it will show up. I'm leading with a purpose. And I know that my brand will become magnetic, is becoming magnetic, and will continue to grow in subscribers, followers, friends, shares, comments, likes, all of that on its own because I have figured out what it is that you guys need and I deliver it consistently every Tuesday through Friday and then some, right? To make sure that you get the answer to the problem that you've indicated or you flagged somewhere in my system that you need. All right. Once you do that for your brand, for your specific niche, for your pain point that you know you had first, you solved it, and then you created a framework around how to solve it for others. Once you became that clear, the marketing wasn't the means. It was done for you so you could become clear, so you could walk in your transparent authenticity of how you deliver that. Okay. Point number two, a clear message repeats. A clear message that is repeated. It will build trust and it will build recognition. I want to pivot here for a moment and I want to say, someone in my last company asked me, why is it that you haven't branded yourself inside of this company? Because it's not about that company. It's about my brand. It's about what I know my audience needs. It's about I know that my audience needs to brand themselves, not that company. I haven't branded myself inside this company because that is not the goal or the purpose. Each individual inside of this company is the brand. That company is their vendor. And once I realized that, I was out. Now I knew it, but my goal or my purpose for being there was to try to help as many people inside of the company know that as well. And when the owners of the company couldn't get it, I had to go because to me, and maybe it's just me, but once you understand your value, your results, why you're here, you literally can take that company to the top of the moon because you are available to use the products, the services, the strategies, the experts, and everything inside of that company for your purpose. But if you're so busy promoting the company and not you and not your results and not your plans and not your solutions, the company will drown and die away. Okay. So once you get clear on the messaging and you repeat it by saying what it is that you do, often, everywhere, and with conviction, others will be attracted to that. Their ears will be open to that. And now you can help them. As long as the closed eyes, closed mouth, closed ears, all of that closed don't get fed. You are strangling the company because you are not releasing the people to move in their own value. Okay. So if you keep it simple and say who you help with what you help them with so that they can get what result, that's all you need to do. I help startup and struggling entrepreneurs like you get your assets in order so that you can attract the people who need your value. So that then you can what? Increase. You can generate impact. You can help them grow and go and release them out into the world so they can build their own legacies and leave that for their families. There's so many different ways that I can refurbish, reframe what it is that I do. But the bottom line is I help entrepreneurs like you to get your assets in order so you can go from being stuck and struggling inside of a company's brand to thriving inside of your own personal brand so that you can attract the people who need what it is that you have to offer. Point blank. And now we all can live a legacy. Okay. Once you post with that energy and you speak with that confidence, the people will come. They will be attracted to you because they will believe you. They will get to know you. They will become aware with you. They will engage and connect with you. And then you can actually have their ears open and you can help them increase in impact. Okay. When you do this on repeat, it will build your confidence muscle so that you can continue to go and grow. And so can they. All right. Point number 3. Build your show up plan in 3 easy steps. Now we go deeper inside of the follow through Fridays, inside of the framework that's for this week. The title of that one for this week is your visibility action plan. We go deeper inside of that, but specifically for right now, point 3 to build your show up plan. 3 steps are: number 1, you want to pick your platform, pick where you're going to be seen, right? Start with 1 to 2. I'm prayerful that you guys are most visible here with me on YouTube. Secondarily, I would love it if you could show up in the shorts. But if you want to follow me on Facebook, that's cool too. You know, I built Facebook out first. Hey, but my goal in my heart is here on YouTube. I hope that you will subscribe below, that you will actually click the little thumbs up, letting me know that you value this content. It helps the algorithm. Right? Show up in that 1 or 2 places, right? Pick your platform, right? Now, number 2, commit to how often you will show up there. What is the frequency, right? Are you going to be 3 times a week, 4 times a week, once a week, consistently for however long it takes, right? Are you going to be committed? The easiest way I show you how to utilize this frequency is by repurposing. Give all you have to one platform and then repurpose that content in other areas, driving them back to your one platform, and watch your brand grow. All right. And number 3, format. Decide how. If you're going to do lives, if you're going to post, if you're going to do reels, if you're going to do emails, if you're going to do a combination. And then track it. Pay attention to it, right? Using a simple planner or a checklist or some type of online metrics. We use the statistics inside of the high level account so that we can actually see in real time what the videos are doing compared to what the reels are doing compared to what the posts are doing. Did you guys know you can post on YouTube? Okay, we can't track it yet, but you can post on YouTube. I think that was dope. So when you actually build your show up plan in these 3 steps, that's the platform, the frequency, and the formatting, and you actually pay attention via however your tracking mechanism is, then you'll know what's performing for you and you want to repeat that. Okay. Point 4, the most confident brands are the most consistent. Consistency builds belief, internally and externally. Okay. You become the person your audience can trust, and they will trust you and refer. Okay. And that's how you're available to utilize the trust and turn it into traffic, and the traffic into transformation and sales. Okay. So before we go, today's a short one because we really need to get into the follow through Friday so we can get to work. Is you may be thinking, well, I'm actually not 100% clear on everything yet. Stop waiting to get clear. You'll get clearer by showing up. Remember, the clarity comes with your action. The confidence is built when you use the muscle. So you may not be clear just yet, but you won't get clear until you do something. You guys say it all the time. You don't want to keep repeating the same thing. Repetition is recognition. Somebody need to put that on a shirt. Repetition is recognition. Familiarity builds the trust, and it triggers the memory. Every time they hear it, they go, oh yeah, she's the one that does. Oh yeah, like let me give you one. If you guys know who this is, comment below. Peace and blessings. That's all I have to say. And you know who it is. Those of you who run in similar circles, you know who it is. Peace and blessings. Okay. Again, repetition is recognition. And if you're thinking, hey, I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up, I'm just not gonna do this right. You can't mess up. You can't mess up a message. That's a line. You just have to start speaking it. You can't mess it up, especially if you're being true, you're being transparent, you're being authentic. You can't mess it up. All right. So, the question of today is, are you ready to create your show up plan? Tonight we go in. If you have not had the opportunity to join us inside of the Brand New community, now is your time. Get your free account, join us in the Brand New community, get all of the Follow Through Friday in depth worksheets, the brand inventory, the team building checklist, the message visibility, the author. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss this information. You want to be able to get your message aligned. You want to be able to do your visibility action plan. You need to understand how to build your trust by doing and going through the trust building checklist. And you want to do a brand inventory. You do not want to miss any of these steps. Join us in the Brand New free community. You can come over to learnleadandlevelup.com. Again, register for your account. It is a free account. Join us in the community. Get your downloads, your checklist, your in-depth um, uh, podcasts on like For the Love of Business and Branding. We go in depth on that because there's some behind the scenes, I don't know what to call it, mindsets that y'all just jacked up the way that y'all think about business. And I try to go through the business of branding and get you guys to understand some truths about it, so you won't be shell shocked, so you won't be hoodwinked, led astray, bamboozled, and all that. That you understand it takes so much more than what you think it does. The people that you see popping out, they not like us. They're not like us. They've been doing this for a minute. They've been at it for a minute and they pop out as soon as, number one, it's their time, but consistently when their belief kicks in, they pop out. And I want you prepared for that. I want you to understand that literally your clarity and what your messaging is removes your confusion. It removes your chaos. It removes your conflict. Take away the complexity. Your confidence removes any hesitation, any woes, any I don't have time, any of those objections. Your consistency removes invisibility, right? And so once you've built the mindset, then you can commit to the movement. Your audience is waiting. All right. So I need you to understand that if you need help with building your realistic visibility plan that you can actually stick to, then you'll want to grab the show up plan, the visibility plan inside of the free Brand New community this weekend so you can get to work. You may be behind the gun. You may have to go back and start all the way at week 1 when we discuss start where you are. Right in week 2, where we talked about building trust, in week 3 here, where we talk about showing up. All right, telling your story and letting your brand speak for you next week. These are the steps that you need to be able to start with where you are so you can move the needle in your business, so you can get out here and be visible, so that you can attract the people that need what it is that you have to offer. I hope you've been able to glean something from today's information, that you will join us in after office hours with your business question, your branding question, but more importantly, that you will come over and you will join us inside of the community so that you can get access to all that we have available. Starting with your brand inventory, then moving into your team building checklist, getting your message aligned, and doing your visibility action plan. My hope is that you will be able to understand my goal and that you will implement my goal inside of your goals so that we can both increase in impact. Again, my daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can attract the people that need what it is that you have to offer to generate you influence, impact, and increase, right? So you can get your assets in order and get on to living your legacy, or better yet, leaving one. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina, Britt, Yelverton here, giving you the latest update about our daily Get Your Assets in Order and Brand You series. Join me live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for actionable steps on brand building for beginners, current client revisions, and watch as we level up brands in 2025. We are covering everything from tools, tips, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, high-level AI automations, and more. These will take you from confused to confident. So after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. If I were you, I wouldn't miss out. Mark your calendars and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free communities, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up as a struggling entrepreneur, we have the solution, the systems, and the experts. Our entire team is live each and every weekday at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can lunch and learn. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order.